All right, I'm here with Dr. Sam, and we're going to talk about. Hey, Chris, have we gotten those hazmat suits in? No,
Not yet.
not yet. Oh, well, we got some wetsuits for you. We're coming back this Sunday, and we want to be really safe, right, Doc? We want to either a hazmat suit or no. We're just completely joking with you. I'm here with Dr. Rice, and we just wanted to provide a little bit of confidence for you as we talk about coming back on Sunday morning. We're excited about that. We're excited to have you with us. First, right off the bat, I just want to remind you, for all of our kids and families, we got a family pack for you. So these are going to be available, all kinds of good stuff, things to keep the kids entertained. We want your families to stay together, stay in your COVID bubble. But I just got a few questions for you, Dr. Sam. So what does it look like for us to come back? Like, what is it that we need to come back?
Well, I think what we need to do is we need to pay attention to the same things we've been paying attention to, which is social distancing, which is a term I don't like. It's physical distancing. Yeah. We have to wear masks. We have to do all of those things to protect the rest of the people in this congregation when we come back. So the chairs will be set up in groups so that your family can sit together. There'll be groups of 2, 4, and 6. We're going to ask everyone to wear a mask. I know there's a lot of political back and forth about this stuff. I want us to come at this not from that perspective, but from a spiritual perspective. And I was sharing with Pastor Joel earlier a verse that came to my mind. It's Romans 14:22, and it says, "It is better not to eat meat or drink wine or to do anything else that will cause your brother to fall." So what we're asking is for people to wear masks when we're together in here. The purpose of that is to protect each other, but we also want people who may be hesitant to feel comfortable coming back, knowing that we're taking all of the precautions we can to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, that passage that Dr. Sam raised up is really good. It's Paul addressing a question where the people were asking, hey, we're business owners, we sell meat, the city's wanting us to give us all this meat that's been sacrificed to idols, can we use it? And Paul said, look, you gotta, yes, you can, it's not an issue, but if it should cause a brother or a sister to stumble, then you need to pull back. And I think that's a great point. You know, whatever we feel about wearing a mask, it really shouldn't matter as we come back together. We want to love our neighbor well and wear those masks. Well, also, Dr. Tim, what about people who have had COVID or have had their vaccinations? Like, how should we think about that as we return? Should that be something that should bother us?
Well, first of all, I think the vaccinations are doing a wonderful thing. We're seeing that the infection rates and thankfully the death rates begin to plummet as people are getting vaccinated. We now have more people who've been vaccinated in this country than who have actually tested positive for the disease. So that's great news. What the science is not clear on yet is what happens if you've been vaccinated or you've had COVID. Can you carry the virus and transmit it to somebody else? And at this point, we don't know for sure. So our posture on that is we're going to do the safest thing we can, which is cover our nose and our mouth to prevent or hopefully prevent spreading this disease.
Right. So when you come back Sunday, February 21st, right? This is this Sunday. We're going to ask you to wear a mask, and we're going to ask you to physical distance is the word that we choose here on the inside of the building. And we're not going to police you outside, right?
No.
You were saying something with me about the sunlight and what that does to infections. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, our bodies are fascinating things. We need ultraviolet light in order to make vitamin D, but ultraviolet light is also a wonderful way to sterilize things. So when you go outside, if you're distanced from one another, the risks of transmitting the disease go down precipitously because of that ultraviolet light you have outside. So the bottom line is that once you're outside the doors of the building, obviously you're free to do whatever you want. And all we're asking is that when you come into the building is that we love our fellow congregants well, and we just cover our nose and mouth while we're in the building.
Yeah, I think that's very wise for us because we really want to create confidence in people who, maybe are not going to come back this Sunday, but are going to be watching because we're still going to be broadcasting. That's never going to change. We want to make sure to have that available for anybody who doesn't feel comfortable, and also guests that might want to check us out just as they're window watching, right? But really, I've only got one more question. Doc, how about singing? Like, how should we come at that this Sunday?
You know, there's conflicting evidence on that. Early on, it was singing is going to spread the disease, and it's dangerous and all that sort of stuff. Actually, Dr. Tom Miller sent me a really good article on some guys who did a study inside of an operating room, speaking and singing, and then measuring, the spread from that. And it turns out that singing doesn't appear to be any worse than speaking. So what would we say about singing? Well, if you want to sing, what we ask is that you have a mask, you cover your nose and mouth, and you sing like you normally would.
Yeah, I think singing is a major part of worship, and so it's really hard for me to say that people don't sing. But at the same time, we got to create some confidence in people, make sure people there are safe as they can be. So please wear those masks when you come back this Sunday. Well, Doc, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
Just wanted to provide a little video for you and prepare you the best you can when you return, and that'll be this Sunday. And so as you come back, Chris and his team will be here, and we'll guide you through all the process. It's nothing that's going to be too complicated, but we really cannot wait to see you here on the campus. I'm tired of looking at these cameras. I want to see your beautiful face, right?
I don't know how you do this. I don't know how you talk to a camera with nobody out there, because this is not easy to do.
Well, I just pretend like I'm seeing all of you. That's kind of how I do it. But hey, until Sunday, God bless you, love you, and can't wait to see you soon.